Hi, my name is Dylan Zeller, and I'm going to show you how to convert a hexadecimal number to a decimal number today. What is a decimal number? A decimal number is a base 10 number, meaning that it uses the digits 0 through 9 to represent each digit. In the top right, you can see a common number, 37, where 7 is in the 0th place, and that means it's 7 times 10 to the 0 to hold that place. In the tens place, you have 3 times 10 to the 1st, which means it's 30 in that place. Decimal notation is the most commonly used notation around the world. The metric system, which is the most commonly used system around the world, uses it as a conversion rate. It is also used in our general accounting system. What is hexadecimal notation? Hexadecimal notation is a base 16 numbering system. This uses the characters 0 through 9 and A through F for a single digit. This means the characters A through F can be represented as a single digit in a number. So the number B8C, as you can see in the top right, is represented in hexadecimal notation. This notation allows for shorter representation of bytes in the modern computer world, especially when representing long strings of binary numbers. The most common place to see it is when you're picking colors in maybe a word editor or paint. It's represented by 2 red hexadecimal digits, 2 green hexadecimal digits, 2 blue hexadecimal digits, and then 2 transparent hexadecimal digits. So each of these will have a different shade that will represent the entire color itself. If we first understand how a decimal number is represented as an equation, it'll be much easier to understand how a hexadecimal number is later on. So first, as you can see, we'll take the number 527. An easy number. You can see below it the indexes of the numbers. So 7 has the index of 0, 2 has an index of 1, and 5 has an index of 2. So to represent this as an equation, we can show it below. 5 holds the 2 spot, meaning that 5 times 10 to the second will represent that digit. Next, 2 times 10 to the first represents the next digit. And last, 7 times 10 to the 0 represents the last digit. So adding up these actual numbers will give us the number 527. You'll see why this is important later on. So what is the actual procedure for converting from a hexadecimal number to a decimal number? First off, you have to have a hexadecimal number. Next, you will take the first digit, starting from the right to the left, and convert to a decimal digit. So we have the number B8C here, and we can see by the chart that C represents 12 as a decimal digit. So we would take that number, multiply it by 16 to the power of the digit starting from 0. So the powers of the digits are the same as they were from decimal. C has the power of 0, 8 would have the power of 1, and B would have the power of 2. You would repeat these steps for each digit, going from right to left until you're finished with every digit. After that, you'll add them up and have your decimal number. So now let's try an example. Let's convert the number B2F from hexadecimal to decimal. As you can see, we already have the indexes labeled below the number, where F is 0, 2 is 1, and B is 2. Just like with the decimal number, we can make this into an equation. Except now, we're going to use the base number 16 instead of 10. Because decimal is a base 10 number, we use the number 10 in our calculations. And because hexadecimal is a base 16 number, we use the number 16 in our calculations. So, let's start with the rightmost digit, F. We go down and we convert F to a decimal number, 15, as you can see right here, and we multiply it by 16, the base of hexadecimal, to the power of the spot, which is 0. Now we can go complete the same process for the digit in the 1 spot and the digit in the 2 spot, where 2 represents a 2 and B represents an 11. Now, if we simplify this equation, we'll get a simple addition problem, which will give us our answer in decimal notation. So now, in just a few steps, you've converted from a hexadecimal number to a decimal number. Congratulations. Right here, you can see the resources that I've used for this project. Thank you very much.